Welcome back to Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader, where last time we were on planet of Janus, in the jungles of Janus specifically, looking for the leaders of a rebellion against the local governor of Vistenza Vanya or something. I don't remember what her last name was. Vistenza was the one. This is the part that I remember. Who we suspect of being a chaos cultist. But we still need to deal with the rebels. And yeah, so we still kind of like searching through the jungles as we like kind of backtracked a little bit and came to this base that the rebels were using and attacked them. And one of their guys kind of ran away from the fight and to call backup, but during the course of that fight, backup never came. So I'm like, man, what happened? So anyways, after defeating those rebels, we went to go see what was up with that guy, and we found a little power station, a relay station, with a bunch of dead bodies around it. I'm like, that's what happened. And as we approached it, a bunch of some of the local fauna attacked us, driven mad by the warp energies that are about. By the Emperor's grace, I was spared the darkness of the warp, and I see you also witnessed his elegance in allowing your power to vox this day. Congrats on Steve, thank you. Indeed. Welcome back to the light of the God Emperor. Praise be to the Omnisaya and the Tech Priests for communing with the machine spirits of the Transformers and appeasing them. Anyways, how you doing, Bliss? Aside from being bathed in light. Anyways. So yeah, after defeating the local wildlife, we then went back, backtracked. Oh yeah, we backtracked to where we were before backtracking, and continued down a little tracked path towards where the Aldari in one of those encounters came from. And yeah, found a body on a beach, and a little cliff that had like a note by a guy, or addressed to a guy named Kurt, who was apparently thinking of deserting. There we go. Forgot the word for a second there. Who was thinking of deserting the rebellion because it had fallen under the leadership of some Aldari. And yeah, I wanted to leave. So I think that dead body that was on the beach was Kurt, having been shot in the back or something, for trying to desert. Anyways, we continued along the path, got ambushed by some of the local fauna again, and after defeating them, we came upon like we came across a non-functioning webway gate. The webway being a sort of alternative to the warp in terms of like space travel that is utilized by the Aldari, and if my knowledge of lore is correct, something that the God Emperor actually tried accessing and creating a way for humanity to use before the Horus Heresy. He did not complete that, and yeah, we spoke. There were a bunch of rebels there too. We spoke with the rebels and their leaders, a man named Maurin, who was supposed to be an ally of Irlet, our new Aldari companion. So Irlet and Marin got into a bit of an argument, basically kind of revealing that Marin was prioritizing getting rid of the humans from the planet over getting rid of the Slanesh, or Silenthresh, as the Odari call her, cultists on the planet. And Irlet was very upset by that. And we entered negotiations with them, where we basically formed, and we'll see how long it lasts, an alliance with Mauron to be like, hey, we cooperate, yes, yes, good, and not kill each other. A profound idea, rarely executed, and I'm sure will go along swimmingly. There will be no betrayals, ever. It'll be nice, get along with the Aldari, nothing bad will happen. All we have to do first is kill Vistenza, which is fine, because she's a fucking cultist. So, yeah, after coming to that agreement, we went to the governor's palace, and we're like, hey, Vicenza, you're a fucking cultist. And she's like, what? And immediately, self-destroyed. She was like, how dare you? How dare you make such accusations, and then went on to explain why she became a cultist, which was kind of funny. She like unprompted, like no further questioning, just spilled the beans on herself. And we made it a point. It's like, it is such a shame a noble of your stature is blubbering like a mess right now. Like, get your act together. But before she could get her act together, her handmaiden stabbed her in the fucking back, and activated some, I guess, protective glass to separate us. How dare you assume I'm in a cult? But hear me out. Yeah, that's basically what she said. That's basically what she did. But hear me out. Being a governor is stressful, alright? And the pleasure, like, sex cults of Slanesh are, like, really fun. That was basically her argument. And, anyways, handmaiden killed her, and escaped through, like, a little false fireplace. And, like, we chased them back there after removing the little wall barrier thing. Which led into, it led into the orgy room. Very nice. It had torture devices, some nice cushioned seats, a nice square of cushioned seats and beds, and a lot of art pieces of Slanesh demons. And yeah, we found the handmaiden, like, summoning demonettes, and killed them. We murderized the fuck out of them. And yeah. We also found, like, a little book on aristocracy and how it's basically the aristocrats' right to just do whatever they fucking please, and to engage in excess pleasure, which it was a Slaneshi document. And yeah, we then left, and as we were leaving, the local tax man, I think, or maybe it was a census taker, I don't remember which, was like, by the God Emperor, what happened to Vistenza? I'm like, I killed her. She was a traitor. Root out all of her cohorts, please, and kill them. And he was like, right away. And yeah, after that, had a little talk with Irlet, and we're like, hey, now that your business here on the planet's done, want to come with me? And she was like, all right, sure. So we now have an Aldari friend. I'm sure much to the chagrin of the literal Inquisitor of the Ordo Xenos, whose job it is to quite literally kill aliens. Like, root out and kill aliens. I'm sure Heinrich loves that. And we went back to our ship. And we got to decide what to do with the planet, and we're like, yo, send those medical and food supplies over to Footfall. And then left the system, started heading towards Footfall. After starting a little project on the planet where we're gonna have the Adeptus Mechanicus, Magos Biologos, reform the planet, make it more efficient. We went to whatever fucking system had Foulstone in it. Started a project there. I'll be honest, I don't remember what the project was. Actually, I don't think I actually started it now that I think about it. I think I was undecided because there were a bunch of projects that I couldn't take because they didn't meet the reputation requirements for them yet. So then I just left. On our way to Footfall. And during that, we talked to Irolette, our new crew member, to learn a bit about her, asking about, like, the Aldari. There were some things she didn't tell us about, because she was like, I don't fucking know you, I'm not going to tell you Aldari's secrets. So I'm like, okay, geez, fine. Sheesh. But yeah, we learned that the Aldari are a super ancient civilization from back before humans could even speak. They were really advanced and decadent, and they fucked up. How did they fuck up? She wouldn't tell us, but I know. I know how they fucked up. They oopsed Slanesh into existence. Or I guess orgied Slanesh into existence. And then during our travels, we had a little, like, Irolette came to us rather annoyed and basically complained to us about how a human hit on her. And then we learned that she is so racist towards humans that she does not find them sexually attractive. And I'm like, all right, cool. Help me understand the Aldari way of thinking, because she was being very arrogant and, like, holier than thou about it. It's just like there can be no, like, mental reconciliation between Aldari and humans. And I'm like, please make me understand. And she's like, I need to think on this. Put this into words I can understand. And she's like, let me think about it. And that's where we ended. And so we continue. Bye. Alright. See about those medical provisions. Or food provisions, I believe is the most of it. Food and medical provision. Footfall is dealing with a little bit of a plague. And food shortage. Okay. There we go. All right. Traders do pet force some of the servants off the lower level? Hey, didn't that Xeno scum used to skulk around here? She's right there. For some of the servants of the lower level? That's where she lurks now? In the shadows? My guys, she's standing right in between you.
Hello, Talk.
Hello. Been mulling over our conversation, and I can understand why you do not like people, but I think there is something else, something I cannot understand. That blasphemous things started happening during the first warp voyage with you on board. Crew are whispering that you may be the reason. Is that true? We'll go over this further on. It's like, I can understand why you don't like people, but there's something else I cannot understand.
What do I see? Your words ring with the desire to know the soul of another. But will you be able to comprehend my answer?
Probably. Probably not. Who knows?
You and I, Elantak, look at this world in very different ways. And I see many more facets, and deeper meanings, and brighter colors in it. But to capture the full truth of this world in the miserly language familiar to your ears will take time. I will come to you with an answer later.
Okay. Not to throw any accusations around, but some strange and blasphemous things started happening during the first warp voyage with you on board. The crew are whispering that you may be the reason. Is that true?
The minions of She Who Thirsts could sense my soul behind the thick walls and thin veil that separate your fragile lives from the roiling fury outside. A child of Asurian that dared to wander beyond the veil, within the reach of an outstretched claw, protected only by the barrier of unreliable monkey technology. It is too tempting a quarry for the monsters that serve Cylon Thresh.
Her like juts out her chin and somehow seems even taller than she actually is.
Our ships never venture beyond the veil, and I never traveled the way you do, monkey. Elantak, I admit this was a novel experience. I lost composure, let dismay into my heart, and almost strayed from the path. This moment of hesitation drew the attention of She Who Thirsts. But I summoned my will and used the knowledge of meditation to achieve balance, and hide my soul behind an impenetrable wall of resolve. Future journeys beyond the veil will still be difficult, but I will steel my heart and not let the hounds of Cylon Thresh pick up my scent ever again.
There's a hint of guilt in Irlet's voice. Okay, okay. All good. All good.
May the Exalted One protect you. Have you grown bored with our little talk, Shireen?
Well, one, I will help you acquire the merchant certificate.
Oh, Shireen! Thank you for such generosity. I will humbly wait until you steer your vessel towards Dargonus. De Mercatum Tabula Officiale. It sounds almost as majestic as the warrant of trade.
Guy's dark eyes widen in surprise. Yeah, no problem. I have no idea where Dargonus is, but we'll get there eventually. Argenta seems to have gotten under your skin, am I right?
Argenta? What could be more beautiful than the sight of a sister of battle, whose mere presence casts light in the dark corners of lost souls such as mine? But alas, what remains of my sanity is telling me that poor Jai can only admire the radiance of this angel, forsaking any hope of ever touching her wings.
Smuggler blushes. Alright, so you're just into her. Got it.
Oh, I have no doubt you will.
Same, but got it. Guy realizing she can't go for the harem route.
Greetings.
Me immediately checking to see. He's like, hey, what's your opinion of Jai?
Lord Captain,
Okay. We are in. Game goes a little bit there, and I was getting a bit worried. Alright. Try. Let's get you leveled up. Take that, huh? What do her abilities rely on? All the Master Tactician's abilities work as if the has 7 more stacks. Fellowship bonus. Okay. Enemy hit by the Master Tactician's attacks. The Master Tactician gains 1 stack. I have 10% higher chance of hitting a cover when shooting at the Master Tactician's allies behind cover. Good. I'll go with Fellowship. Or equal to the number of enemies. Okay.
One step at a time, amidst the madness.
Access has been granted to the following options: information exchange, strengthening of diplomatic links, trade deals / donations. I have collected planetary data that may interest you. With a respectful nod, the tech priest takes the data slate. The collected data is of interest / significance / compliant with criteria for cooperation. The Cognizance Fleet thanks you for your contribution and guarantees the provision of a reciprocal / service / indulgence in the form of parts and equipment. Reporting, the Kappa thread supply line is ready to continue cooperation with the Von Valachius dynasty in the sphere of planetary reconnaissance. I seek friendship. Alright. Hide the untradeable stuff. Alright, what do they like? They like holy gifts, heretic trophies, and ship parts. Boop. Boop. Worryingly giving heretic trophies. God, we have a lot of holy gifts. Whoa, holy shit. Why do we have so many holy gifts? We've been collecting, dude. Alright. See what things we can get now. Flexion gloves. These gloves allow the wearer to parry melee attacks with their ranged weapon using ballistic skill instead of weapon. Ooh, mobile extract. Give. And plasma pistol. Fortative manipulator. Using reload for any weapon costs -1 AP less. Shuriken's manual. This manual grants the owner a 2x toughness bonus to Medicae. It also grants a plus toughness bonus MP after using a medkit. Whenever the wearer hits an enemy with a dead-eye shot, it reduces the enemy's deflection by 1 and applies +1 exploit until the end of combat. Stacks up to 3 times. Sure. Large medkit. Combat manipulator. Whenever the wearer uses a non-attacking consumable item, such as stimulant, medkit, etc., it counts as an attack of a different type than the previous attack for purposes of versatility. Okay. Targeting visor increases the wearer's chance to hit targets at a range of 10 or further by 10. Audari equipment. We'll buy that. Let's see what some of this future stuff. Power Axe. Invigorating Resolve. Whenever the wearer and allies in a 2-cell radius gain momentum, they also gain an equal amount of temporary wounds. Click. Body Glove. 10% dodge against ranged. Speed of concentration. Wearer gains an additional +1 AP for each consecutive turn that wearer has not spent MP. Stacks up to 5 times. Deadly Repeat. Damn. That's really good. It's the... Oh. It doesn't let me expand. After using Run and Gun, the wearer gains 15% cover efficiency. Okay, Martyr's Penance. Okay. The wearer can make an Inferno pistol shot at short range once per combat. That shot deals 10 to 14 damage and has 40% armor penetration. Neat. That reset it. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Bonk, 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 bonk. Dang, that's expensive. Alright.
What lies beyond?
Keep forgetting about my little announcement cherub. Dreams. and stories. Right.
There will be no peace in my wake.
Hey, it's open. The foreman of Utility Crew 3 is whistling some jaunty tune. So the quarantine zone's safe now? Well, that depends. We figure everyone who could have died is dead and rotten, and disease and parasites don't usually live in corpses. We threw a few expendables in the quarantine zone, and we can say for sure that there was thirst that killed them in the end, not disease. Right.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Interesting. No. Leaflet. Ambers. Still. Oh. Book. Reverend Hieronymus' teachings on the path of Saint Drusus. That sounded familiar. And we have two of them. Offs hoarsely.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
Death, dressed in black, walked the streets and sowed disease.
They will see. Oh, yes, they all will see. Stop. There.
Toxic knife.
Patience. Oh, my nerves are frayed.
Open areas of skin have turned into one massive burst ulcer. The buzzing of flies and the heinous stench complete the picture.
There will be no peace in my wake.
A job for me.
These people did not die from the disease. It seems they simply fought to the death over the remaining provisions. Sounds about right.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Seems like a wee bit too much, a bit too, combat looking. Okay. Abilities. Yay. New stuff. At the end of combat, the target recovers plus striker's ability. Wounds at the beginning of each of the round, and removes one blah 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 blah. Alright, alright. We got zoomies. We're gonna several effects removed effect is selected randomly. Right. What are some of these other things? Overwhelming stratagem. Chooses one of the combat areas. As for one round, all attacks by allies in the area inflict the overwhelmed effect on an enemy. Creature suffers -5+2 times Grand Strategist Int plus Fell bonus. Ballistics skill. -25 rate of fire and -5 times or 5+. And additionally, melee creatures have their MP reduced by 3. Enraged creatures try to get behind cover. A creature counts as a melee creature if it has at least one melee weapon, and this additional effect does not work on some stronger enemies. Alright. Use one of them for one round. Allies in that area gain that percent armor, cannot be overpenetrated, gain immunity to the prone effect, and gain deflection against area attacks. Additionally, they do not suffer injuries for receiving damage. Alright. Blitz stratagem. Choose one of the combat tactics area for one round. All allies within the range of the thing cells gain the ability to move to that area. This movement does not provoke attacks. Okay. For one round, the target becomes... the target area's bonuses are doubled. All other tactical areas are discharged and cannot be used this turn, but can be designated again next round. Alright. Trench line. One round of efficiency and reroll all failed characteristic tests. Additionally, cover in the area does not suffer any damage. That blood. Ability and things. Okay, let's see. Defensive stance. Gains 10+2 times the number of unyielding beacon stacks parry until their next turn. Whenever the Vanguard parries an enemy attack, they immediately make an attack of opportunity with a -20 penalty to weapon skill against that enemy. Pretty good. Until the start of their next turn, the Vanguard gains damage deflection against ranged attacks equal to the number of stacks of that. In addition, the Vanguard becomes immune to push and forced movement. Provocation. Force an enemy in their melee range to immediately attack the Vanguard of the Vanguard's allies who are wielding melee weapons and adjacent to the enemy. Make an attack for opportunity. And they suffer plus fellowship bonus of +4 damage. Okay. Forced distraction. Chooses an ally. All enemies in 3-cell radius around this ally make a will save with that. Okay. Regardless of the willpower resistance test results, the chosen ally does not provoke attacks of opportunity from these enemies, can shoot enemies in melee range, and move as if not within range of attack. Alright, follow my lead. Until the start of their next turn, the Vanguard gains +10 times 2 times fellowship bonus, 18% damage, and 18% armor penetration against enemies in a 2-cell radius around the Vanguard. Okay, additionally, when the ability is cast, all allies around the Vanguard gain the following ability until the start of the next turn. The character can move to any cell adjacent to the Vanguard without provoking a op. Like this one. Rouse, coercion. That's the lower one. Redo Medicaid. Coercion. Alright. It gains +1 damage for every 10 stacks of tactical advantage the Master Tactician has, but the Master Tactician loses half of their stacks of tactical advantage. Linchpin. They use a heroic act before the beginning of the Master's next turn. They gain +25 for that. And then we've also got all this stuff. Freaking nightmare held in my head. There's an enemy. That enemy must pass it. Increased hit chance on the next attack, dodge on the next dodge, and resistance. Okay. All enemies within a 4-cell radius circle suffer a -10. Point of apathy creates a circle into any creature that is inside it, enters it, or ends their turn inside. I'm gonna mix that. They're immobilized at 1 round, passes under the effect of apathy. The target must make a failure, stuns the creature for 1 round. Okay. This. Lady Argenta. Okay. Immediately gains 3 plus. Damn. That's a shit ton of MP. 9 MP. If the Archmilitant has stacks versatility, those stacks are doubled until the end of the turn. When the Archmilitant loses all stacks. Okay. Wildfire. Next attack will cost 0 AP, will not count towards the attack limit this turn, and will grant a stack of versatility even if the attack is the same as the last one. Cost of this ability is reduced by 1 for every 4 stacks versatility. Alright. In its cautious approach effect until the end of combat, or until this ability is used again, or until confident approach is used. Instead of the usual bonuses from versatility, the Archmilitant gains +5% dodge and parry for every stack. Okay. Already has 4 or more. It removes status effects. Alright. Confident approach. Use confident approach. 5% dodge reduction and parry reduction, and ignores 5% of enemy cover for every stack. All of the attacks score critical hits, but the Archmilitant's critical damage from those attacks is modified by -50 minus critical hit chance, divided by 2%. And he has 4 stacks versatility. Tank deals maximum damage as long as the Archmilitant keeps confident approach effect active. Cool. Okay. Damn. Okay. Bonus to dodge. Main weapon expert. Two movement points, 50% carry. I like to use more flame weapons. Could also make her tankier. Flensing flame. Melee flame and melt attacks against demons and psychers deal an additional +2 times willpower. So 8 damage and gain a 6 times arm penetration. Such attacks against Xenos deal an additional +4. I'm going to calculate that one out. And gain 3 arm penetration. Amp up attacks. The same archetype as this character. First use of any ability from this archetype. Alright. Go for this. Big jump in HP. Alright, what do we get? Cold Bold. Next attack this turn will have additional effect. Deals an additional ballistic skill damage. Okay. Enemy's armor will be reduced by against all the bounty hunter's attacks for the turn. If the enemy's armor against the attack is below 20%, the enemy's dodge is also decreased. Okay. Free single attack again with the selected weapon. That attack always hits, does not end the bounty hunter's movement, but deals just 4 times with skill bonus plus perception bonus. So 40% of usual damage. For each third enemy killed by claim the bounty, the bounty hunter recovers 1 charge of hunt down the prey. Okay, piercing shot. Next can has 100% over penetration. Raid. To the bounty hunter's next turn, whenever an ally attacks a target marked as prey, this attack deals additional damage and gains half of the bounty hunter's current bonuses to critical hit chance and critical damage granted by hunt down the prey. Snare the prey. Sets a trap on a free cell in a 10-cell radius around them. Any creature entering the 2-cell radius around that trap activates the trap. Each enemy in the 2-cell radius around that trap suffers 2 times the grade of their perception or int, so 6. So 12 direct damage and must pass an agility resistance test with a -2 times 6, so 12 penalty, or become immobilized until the enemy's next turn. Gains plus agility 3 MP at the beginning of their next turn. Target marked as prey is always immobilized. I do like the sound of just like crits for days. Part of the attack is marked as prey. The armor and dodge reduction granted by the quota also work for attacks of the bounty hunter's allies. Hmm. Hmm. There's a target marked as prey. The bounty hunter gain receives 2. Extract that hits the target marked as prey is always a critical hit. Kind of like this. It's a bit more strategy. Right. Let's see. For every 10 stacks of that, but lose half. Target ally or the master tactician gains +5 for every until the beginning of the next turn. The master gains stacks tactical advantage equal to 20 plus 3 times of all momentum the target gains instead of the usual 20%. Okay. Gains +2 temporary wounds and +1 temporary wounds for every 2 stacks of that. Till the beginning of the next turn, whenever the target loses temporary wounds from damage, the target gains momentum equal to the number of wounds lost. Direct damage. Okay, finish the job. Can only be used on enemies with the unfinished business effect. This effect is applied to enemies which were attacked by the Master Tactician's allies, but not by the Master Tactician, and have less than 50% of their maximum wounds remaining. Immediately attacks the target with a single shot or strike. This attack does not count towards the attacks per turn limit, dealing half of the weapon's maximum damage and an additional plus ballistic skill bonus damage. So that's going to be 6. Okay, okay. With Inspire. Quick save after doing that. Let's just do a full-on hard save. There's a groove here in the dust, like someone left tracks behind before hastily covering them. Judging by the traces of destruction and the corpses all around, many people tried to break through this door. Which door? This one? Footsteps, you say?
One step at a time, amidst the madness.
We need no rulers.
The machine god grants me insight.
That's nice. The dead are covered in ulcers and show traces of repulsive mutations.
What lies beyond?
As it should be.
Patience.
I think there's
My
going to
nerves
be a nerve
afraid.
cult here. That. Loosely buried under the piles of trash are bodies with obvious gunshot.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
Pyromaniac's boots. Ah, yes. Can't suffer the burning effect by walking over burning cells. Inflicts plus 3 additional stacks of burning whenever they stand on burnings. A pair of eyes lights up in the darkness, too big to be human, too intelligent to be an animal. A moment later, the vision vanishes. Yeah, I think we
Curiosity
got some fucking nerve
sings
cultists.
in my veins.
There was once a mine entrance here, but it caved decades ago.
I better myself through my service.
Note from the cache in the old tunnel. This is the final stretch, Seeker. Remember the second word. Design. Remember the place. Cogitator statue of the founder. Small temple. Someone spilt water here, and it hasn't had time to dry. Interesting.
One step at a time, amidst the madness.
Deaf, dressed in black.
There will be no peace in my wake.
All right. The Mutant Slayer. Jewelry.
Patience. My nerves are frayed.
Okay. we get into that, I'm gonna go with GR. Before we deal with these mutant infectors, we can take a little break. Boop. I am back. I had tuna fish casserole for dinner. But yeah, I'm currently swamped with D&D games right now. And I'll probably also be taking a break after they're done, just to, like, you know, let them DM batteries recharge. Arrow Group hasn't been able to meet very often, so been getting an itch for D&D. I understand that. We've had like a lot of cancellations lately. Well, should be back this week. But like, whole ass Avatar: The Last Airbender Netflix show debate in chat. That was interesting to read. I feel like, because like the last big Netflix adaptation that happened, well, Ryder, you didn't enjoy 3 weeks off? The amount of time I just like went into Roll20 to just like slightly like rejigger encounters was numerous. Uh, but yeah, or slightly edit maps to be like, oh, you know what this map is missing? This thing. But yeah, and regarding like the Netflix adaptations, I feel like Netflix saw that like the One Piece Netflix adaptation basically got away with being able to uh yeah, got away with being able to make so many changes that like the Avatar team is like, yo, we could probably do that too. Netflix One Piece was dope, but that's because the creator told them no so many times. Yeah, like Oda was very involved from what I heard in the production. His big mood for DMing batteries recharge. Yeah. Like, yeah, I found that running 2 campaigns is my limit. Which is what I'm currently running. And like I've tried doing, I know for like a while I still had like the one shots going on, but I'm like, I don't have time. I don't have time to do these one shots in addition to 2 campaigns. Got away with massacring the characters to the point of everyone hating on the movie. Sure. People generally liked the One Piece one. Though like Avatar: The Last Airbender movie, that one was yikes. From what I've heard. From like way long ago. Bad. Really bad. Though that talk did make me want to be like, you know what I haven't done in a while? Watch Avatar: The Last Airbender. So we got a bunch of mutants here. And one of them is an infector.
I have a different perspective.
I can't see him. It's great if you're drunk. Uh-huh. I'm sure it is. Me trying to like closer to that. Damn it. Yeah, there's no like sneak button, I think. I'm like, what the fuck is that glowy thing? It was candles. It's always candles.
Into the fray! We charge!
Alright, what do we got? Infector. 2 infectees. Anyways, welcome to Warhammer, where today we're killing mutants who may or may not be responsible for a disease. Who says, Argenta, my friend. Beautifully overpowered friendo.
I won't sully myself
Massacres
with
everything.
that.
God, I wish you could control the orientation of this. Cassia, please go. And then we can do this. Bring some peeps over.
I die with grace at least.
There we go. As I immediately... Oh, good, he's still in the thing. Got some bleep loops. Alright. Damn! Oh, he just exploded into toxicity. Must have been a League player.
My vow is to serve.
Is that gonna like immediately blow up? Oh. If it doesn't, I'm sure it'll blow up soon. The big bonk.
Knows all, comprehends all.
Thank you. I reckon that trap was a good idea. This does this affect all enemies? Come on this way. Damn. Alright. I just got regular ass buddies.
If I may,
Keep damaging. Should I make this so that I don't have Pascal attack me? Yeah, buddy? Buddy? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Whew. I was just wondering if this game had the sort of like or like the auto advance like Baldur's Gate does. Abelard.
I will do my duty.
That was a bad idea. Can't go there.
It will be done.
Meow.
Activate calculated fury algorithm.
Look, my Fury algorithms.
Victory is imminent.
What the fuck is this? Jesus Christ. From the bonk. No line of sight. Oh. Oh. How do you not have a line of sight, buddy? Guess we're doing that. Oh, Abelard's in that. Hee. Kayla with the raid. How you doing? What are you streaming?
6 viewers.
Shadow Quarters Disease. Welcome in. We're killing mutants because they're infected. You know, they had to do it to him. Yeah, I see. Had to do it to him. Uh-oh, weird warp shit's happening. That's not what I want.
Battlefield in righteous fury.
That's spooky sounding. I was doing some Pal World, but I ended up taking a bit too much medication, so I'm not here enough to stream. Ah, I see. I hate this sound effect that's happening right now. I can try to fire. I make cupcakes, and when you get high, you want treats, and the treats make you more high. Why would you eat more of the baked cupcakes? You silly. What? Alright, game. Alright, game. Sure, that's definitely what I wanted. They taste so good, brother. You know I'm a baker. Then make 2 sets. One that's baked and the other that isn't. Silly goose. Like half and half, that shit. I made a kill zone here, and there's like absolutely no one there. And there's been no one there for like ages. Here, pass me. Take that.
What if?
Well, what happens when I run out of the weed ones? They make the majority of them not weed ones. Oh, I can shoot that guy. Not that guy. Oh, might as well try.
A wicked thought.
Missed. Wait, could I do this? No. Okay. My pondering was for naught. Okay. Have to get at that angle to do shit. Or I can make them all weed one. Get so stoned I'm in another dimension. I mean, that's just what you did. I missed. I missed on a 95% hit chance. I missed again on another 95% hit chance.
Oh, a genius it was.
And I hit on the 64. Okay, game. Oh, can't remember anything with you. Stop doing warp shit. Okay, remember this
At your
one
beck
enemy.
and call.
I only had like 3 out of like 20. So. Did like nothing weird happen with the warp? Oh. Or is it just waiting? Ominously. Jesus, that was so much of my shit. Look at this. Do you get the... Okay. Hey, buddies. Come over this way. Or, ooh. Anger. Stab one another. I wish there was like an ability to just like prepare action. Let's get you right there, buddy. Zoop. I forgot to have the fire. What the fuck did you just say, Pascal? I can't see them. Wham. Wham. Does that not count as cover? Chantcorder's disease. Oh, lordy. You're coming.
High momentum.
And all of my friends are like on the other side of the map. The disease creature gains 3 stacks out of the abscesses on their body will erupt. Ew. Frowns. Finally, I get to redesignate that. There goes my turn. I can't fire. Yay. I'm just gonna keep you there, Pascal. Get over there. Thank you. Attack each other. I got myself with it. Okay, whew, it doesn't work. Go like, I don't know, over there. Thank you. Just like bullying these dudes. Oh, it's got something. How the fuck did you manage that, Argenta?
I refuse. This is unacceptable.
This is why I was chosen.
There's a different thing. Hmm? Rot, I think? No. For a shadow quarter. Of course, asteroid and footfall has been placed in quarantine. The captain decided against going to the dangerous location in person. However, the leech believes that after the death of the last victim, the area can be safely disinfected. The source of the contagion was a population of mutants hiding in the back streets of the Shadow Quarters. Eliminating them will wipe out the disease's breeding ground. Where's this? Seeing a lot of St. Drusus' stuff.
One and it's done.
A journal of one of the locals. The handwriting is barely legible, but it appears the mark of to mark the births and deaths of the inhabitants of the small community of mutants. There is no one to add to the last entry. Can I not pick that up? Or is that just the book? Sorry, buddies.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
What is this? Imperial Pride. Happy Pride Year. Birds.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
They're juicy.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
What is this? Pack of reagents. This set of chemical reagents increases the damage of all bleeding, burning, and toxin effects applied to the user by 2. They should have used that, I guess.
Oh, what lies beyond?
Well, I guess we purged the infection. Literally. I'm guessing waiting would have been the more humane way to do things.
One step at a time, amidst the madness.
The source of the disease was a pack of mutants. They have been exterminated. Mutants, is it? Funny thing about mutants, you keep burning them and they keep popping up. Well, thank you kindly for the help and the details. Footfall won't forget it. Me and the lads will drop by their lair and clean up. Make sure there's no disease left. Now I feel bad for...
They will see. Oh yes, they all will see. There will be no peace in my wake.
Dreams and stories. Okay. What about a small church? I think it's just gonna be right here. Come from the cache in the old tunnel. Remember the second word, design. Remember the place, cogitator, statue of the founder, small town. Realizing design. While you're pressing the keys, the cogitator appears dormant, but as you enter the last letter of the second word, it suddenly comes to life. Triumphant music pours out of it, followed by a voice, a man's voice, pleasant, with a somewhat dated pronunciation of Gothic. Greetings! Greetings to you, keen wanderer, who found my message and solved my riddle. I, Parsimus Dwayne, master of footfall, trailblazer of the expanse, am pleased to welcome visitors to my magnificent palace in the stars. Footfall is my great creation. It is what marked the beginning of the Imperium's triumphant march into the Cornus Expanse. You are here because you managed to discover the message in the Almanac of Footfall published on my orders and find the caches I had installed at select sites. You have seen the view from the dome of the great cathedral, the void-piercing arches of the Providence Bridge, the stars' cold gaze through the windows of the small quay, or small key, I think is actually how it's pronounced, the small key. Only thus, or one, no, I did read that right. Only thus, step by step, can one experience the scale and the elegance of my creation. Footfall sights are their own reward. Oh, gee, thanks. However, I have prepared a gift for those who might unravel my riddle. Approach my statue, for the gift awaits you there. Remember, nothing must stand between you and your design, no matter how audacious and grand it may be. The voice quiets. You hear a click from the statue of Footfall's founder, as if some hidden locking mechanism has been released. Yoink. Ooh. Focus, incense. Each use of Revel and Slaughter increases the wearer's perception by 10 until the end of combat. Stacks. Nice. Righteous Fury Cape. For every kill, the wearer increases their critical hit chance by 5 until the end of combat. Holy shit. Well, we're giving those to Argenta. Alright. Use melee attack damage against demon enemies. Why the fuck are you wearing that? And then, what was the other thing? This. Single attacks with bolter weapons automatically hit the target. I'm a maniac. It's an enemy with a dead-eye shot. And applies 1 exploit. Okay. Wearer deals damage to an enemy. The wearer has a 25% chance to gain 2 MP. Versus that. Might be grippies. Okay. Hieronymus. Put a bunch of mutants. Where are you, Hieronymus? There you are. Oh good, he's not gonna chastise me. Phew. Pray for the Rogue Trader to receive a revelation from the Armed Messiah that will let her find what? And will let her find a place among the great machine's mighty energies. Oh, thank you. Think.
Curiosity sings
Pretty sure.
in my veins.
Oh, hey, it's me. It's a painting of me. Groveling before it. So nice. Thank you, Serpo Skull. Your ladyship, the first ships from Janus have already arrived. The station is no longer facing famine or the predatory interest of the Corda dynasty. I must admit, right up until the last moment, I did not believe that you would come to our aid without an ulterior motive. Your ascension makes me wonder if life in the Cornus expanse is changing in the most unexpected ways. I'm interested in your wares. What do you... Casbalica. Okay. Get rid of that shit. Xeno artifacts they like. Everybody likes a little bit of miscellany. Alright, how is that still not? There we go. Now finally at the first one. Mine scrambling grenade, bladed boots. Whenever the wearer hits an opening with the charge, slash, or dance macabre abilities, they inflict bleeding 10 on the target. Neato. Outcast visor. Whenever the wearer kills a target with a single ranged attack for the first time in combat, the wearer immediately gains an additional attack this round. Ooh, cool. Acerkin. Psyker breastplate. Ooh. Bane of sorrow. Edgy. Warp Surge. On the first round of combat, the wearer gains a number of additional attacks equal to their psi rating. Whoa. Whoa. Rejoice. Alright. That's that. Now, we go exploring.
One step
Vastness
at a
of
time,
space. Not
amidst the
lose.
madness.
Was victim to dark powers. Remember its demise and strengthen your face. Footfall's Drusian mission accepts donations. Ah, yes. Use a tragedy to exploit the people into giving you money.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
Saw that table and the light on it made me think of magic circle. No reason why. Which dashboard is going crazy. Like the little bitrate meter was like flashing for some reason. Hello, Mr. Personal Pilot. Yeah. Football. Save. With a little bit less mutants. Could we have treated them medically? Probably. Did I know that was an option? Not until I failed that potential objective. Alright, footfall. Remain cleanly and supplied. I will return at a moment in time in the future that is yet to be determined. Chest space. What all they got. Oh. The Navy, huh? Huh. Military adamantine void ship plating. Do you? Okay. Thought it was safe. Lord Captain, I bring dire news. A feud has broken out between the clans that maintain the Void shield arrays. Rumor has it that the late Lady Theodora was seen on the lower decks, and so one of the families called for rebellion against the usurper of the Void ship, that is, you. So far, no one believes their mad tales, but unrest has begun at the fringes of the compartments. The ship's enforcers are ready to eliminate the instigating clan or pacify the entire Void shield crew. Decision is yours. Find the source of the rumors and punish those responsible. I don't want any unnecessary deaths. Destroy the rebellious clan and find a replacement among the neighboring crews. Pacify the entire Void shield crew. Those who succumb to the provocation of the unruly are no less guilty. No desire to meddle in the affairs of the ancient Void ship clans. Let them sort it out among themselves. Find the source of the rumors and punish those responsible. I don't want any unnecessary deaths. Lord Captain, as Seneschal Wissarion would say, there are no innocents in such cases. The clans are endangering the entire Void ship, tussling over a strange and obviously false rumor. So desire, I will convey your wishes to the enforcers later, but right now the unrest must be stopped and the people returned to their direct duties or replaced. Alright. My wish is, Boxmaster, for the enforcers to sort out the situation before we forfeit the crew wholesale. Investigate the rumors and find the real culprits. And no violence. I'll see to it, Lord Captain. Yeah. Oh. If I have enough stuff. I have like a number on extract is. Like, I want to buy that. That's what I want. Maglevs. Profit factor. Guidance of the Astronomicon. It's a +10 bonus to all characteristics during warp and counter battles. Plus 20% damage. Accusation of heresy. And their allies gain 20% damage against. Damn. Damn. Accuser of sin. Hammer of Epiphany. Damn. It says adamantine. Dangerous. Lord Captain, we have an emergency. We have received word that there has been a sighting on the lower decks. The Boxmaster's voice breaks. A sighting of Lady Theodora. The messages we have received are incomplete and vague, little more than yelling and hysterical claims. There are reports of casualties and arrest. The compartment in question has already been sealed off, but I thought you might want to look into what's going on for yourself. The situation is delicate, and what's especially disturbing, there are mentions of Adira Talas being present at the scene. What is Adira doing there? Adira broke her microbead, so I wasn't able to find out anything from her, but Lord Captain, Adira's a psyker, and we are in the warp. You are the only one who would risk setting foot in that compartment, and if you do not, well, we will never see Adira again. I beg you, Lord Captain, do not ignore this matter. Despite the carefully maintained distance, Victus's voice trembles with fear. I'll deal with it personally. Give me the exact location. Right away, Lord Captain. Eek. And Heinrich with us. I do want to level him up. That sounds like some Inquisition shit. Echoes of the past. Alright, buddy. Create an opening. If an enemy suffers a critical hit from one of the assassin's allies at the start of the assassin's turn, a new opening is created on that enemy. He also has this stuff. Okay. Okay. Already have that. Light of the Emperor. Transfer copy. The assassin dashes in a straight line for up to 1 plus agility bonus divided by 2. 3 cells suffering minus assassin's weapon skill bonus less damage. 5 from attacks of opportunity. Okay. Light of the Emperor. All allies affected by the word of the Emperor are healed for that. Wounds. This second power can only be used while there is at least one ally affected by word of the Emperor. Hammer of the Emperor. In the Hammer of the Emperor effect, next time they deal damage, this damage is increased by 5 times. Psycho's rating, so this is about to be 210 plus their resolve. By the light. Okay. Then let's also check out your equipment, buddy. Start the worst turn to gain that. What takes opportunity? Deal additional agility bonus damage. What's that weapon? Just a regular ass auto pistol. Odari. Got a force sword. I don't really have any pistol. Alright, what the fuck is going on in my ship? The instrument terminal, the instrument terminal, there we go, Jesus. An important part of the compartment's internal infrastructure appears to be in working order.
They will see. Oh yes, they all will see.
The breath of the immaterium. I feel the same thing whenever your resident witch is around. We are close. Cogitators regularly display reports on the screens, endless chains of symbols, many of which only high-ranking tech priests can likely understand. Kira? And who now deigns to grace us with their presence? Another gaggle of heretics and traitors, thirsting to get their due for what they've done? Or is it the leader herself, who has finally grown tired of hiding behind others? Theodora von Valancius is before you, and she looks grotesque. A hole yawns wide in her chest, rusted hooks protrude from beneath her skin, and a lumpen inflamed scar cuts across her throat. The figure flickers as though it is dropping in and out of this reality. She looks at you with the whitish eyes of a corpse and smiles venomously. Rogue Trader, we meet at last. I had grown tired of waiting for you to pay me a visit. Theodora's look is appraising, and her mocking tone turns to one of distaste. Indeed, centuries of selfless toil and effort, and everything I left behind has gone to this non-entity. Argenta's eyes sparkle fury. Warp illusion, be gone! Argenta, dear, there's no need to make such a fuss. Why don't we sit down over a cup of recap like we used to? I'll listen to your rapturous tales of sacred relics, portents, and your special path. You must have been so lonely without me here. No one else is willing to listen to your ravings, or help you with your childish treasure hunt. Theodora laughs melodiously, almost without mockery. At the sight of the terrifying Theodora, Abelard's face turns sickly pale. Throne, spare us from the cursed apparitions of the archenemy. Is that what you are praying for? I can hear how fast your heart is pounding, Rosarian. I think deep down you hope this apparition never ends. What are you? Theodora's lips curl in a malevolent smile. What, you ask? You dare say that to me, little girl? I'm Theodora von Valancius Massimo Ascaris, rogue trader of the Imperium and commander of this void ship. Alas, my glorious voyage through life was ended in the dullest possible way by death. A nuisance I staved off as long as I could, but do not weep for me, my girl. I am still keeping an eye on my property and punishing all those who failed me. Theodora bares her rotten teeth in a snarl, her laughter piercing. Why were you waiting for me? Theodora warily rolls her eyes. Matters are so dire that the pleas of one of my servants breached death's veil to reach my ears. How could I ignore such a desperate cry for help from my little Adira, no less? And once I appeared here, of course I had to meet the pretender who has allowed this deplorable state of affairs. You're not Theodora. Theodora's dead. There's no coming back from that. I'm dead. How's that? I'm no different from those who have not yet crossed the divide between reality and eternity. I see, I speak, I remember the wrongs you all committed against me. And for all those who failed me, I have already begun exacting my retribution. I truly am Theodora, the remnants of herself that she left behind in this world. I am an echo of her memories preserved in the minds of those who cared for her. I am the taste of tears spilt for the unsaid and the undone. I am the terror of she who failed to turn the tide of fate and who refuses to look truth in the face. I am as real as the human passions that bring worlds to ruin. You're Theodora, then tell me who killed you. Oh, wouldn't you like to know the answer to that question? I don't even know which would be more satisfying, to give you an honest answer, or leave you to languish in your ignorance. We'll see how you conduct yourself, little girl. Where's Adira? What have you done with her? Me? What have I done with Adira? Theodora laughs mockingly. All I did was turn that little mutt from the fringes into a true servant of the Imperium. I gave her toys, I cleaned up after her antics, I provided her with everything she could ever dream of. Oh, I had great plans for poor little Adira. Sorry we could not help you, but you do not belong here. Theodora tosses her head back and laughs. The scar on her throat opens with a wet sucking noise, curving into a horrible facsimile of a smile. She feels sorry for me. Wretched, spineless creature. No, the only one worthy of pity here is you, girl. But do not expect any. I am not here to console you. Oh no. I am here to seek retribution against all who failed me. My brainless crew, my useless officers, my pathetic servants who turned their backs on their mistress in her darkest hour. And worst of all, you, my dear heir. You who have undeservedly claimed the warrant, and everything else that is mine. I will drag it all to the wharf with me, including you. Follow Theodora. The lines on the screen look fuzzy as though the cogitator's readout systems or data storage have been damaged. The people's remains have been hideously mutilated. The flesh seems to have melted at the edges and is thickly coated in stinking mucus. That don't sound good. Workers. Oh. Clink. The wall lining is dented as though someone tried to break their way out. Labored, stuttering growls and periodic rattling come from beneath the casing.
What lies beyond? Patience! Oh, my nerves are frayed.
Only darkness can be seen in the open breach of the macro cannon. A huge shell ready to be loaded into the macro cannon breach. The Lord Captain himself has come down to us. What a blessing.
There will be no peace in my wake.
Okay. It's Theodora again. Where is she? We'll remember her being around here somewhere. Spilt liquid, cloudy and carrying a strong chemical smell. It is the coolant used to stabilize the major cogitator systems. Hurry, hurry before the Lord Captain gets angry. The moon does not notice you. His blind eyes are coated in a cloudy iridescent film. What does it say? Imperial Guard, obey your orders, do your duty, stand your post. Oh, and there's Adira. Quick save. Actually, also hard save. Ah, there you are, my little coward. Why won't you look at your captain, Adira? It's wrong. It's all wrong. Look at her, girl. My little Adira is utterly trapped in her visions. No matter. I will allay your doubts. Lord Captain? Adira turns her head to you, but her demented gaze only rests briefly on your face before sliding away. Up close, you can see that the base of one of Adira's temple implants has blackened and melted. No, wait. Lord Captain, Lady von Valancius. Adira raises her eyes to Theodora, who stands before her. Tears stream down Adira's face. You came back. Theodora clucks her tongue in sympathy, reaching out to tenderly stroke Adira's hair. Poor little Adira. There. How could I not come? You were crying for me so desperately. Your pleas carried to the very depths of the warp itself. The smile suddenly drops from her mutilated face. Why didn't you save me? Why didn't you warn me? Answer me, you insignificant creature. I'll drag the answer out of you myself. Theodora's fingers dig into Adira's scalp, meeting no resistance. Adira lets out a soul-chilling howl and tries to grab the hand tearing into her, but her fingers pass through the monster's flesh. I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear anything that could have had anything to do with you. I'm sorry, Lord Captain. I failed. Ugh. Adira breaks into a strangled scream, and you feel the air around you grow rapidly colder. Argenta wordlessly swings her weapon up and aims it at Adira, who is struggling in the monster's hold. The Sister of Battle looks at her without an ounce of doubt or mercy. Argenta? Stop. Argenta wrinkles her nose at your shouted command and lowers the weapon by a few centimeters, but she does not put it away. Let her go, scum. Adira, snap out of it. For Vigdis. She's going out of her mind with worry about you. I'll shoot you myself. Adira, I am your captain, not her. Listen to me and snap out of it. Watch what happens. Kind of want to do the Vigdis one too. What about this one? I'm not coercive enough for that. Okay. It's like, obviously, if you attack Theodora, that's just gonna be attacking Adira. Adira, I'm your captain, not her. Listen to me. Snap out of it. Adira shudders and goes limp. Then she blinks, disoriented, and looks at you. Lord Captain. Damn it. Theodora shoves the Psyker away with a low snarl. The rogue trader's body begins to change, losing its human shape. Chaos will devour you. It will devour everyone responsible for my death. Die. Die for the delectation of my lord. There's a sneak. Demon. Oh. Did all of the workers turn? Yes. Mental manipulation. Okay. You like right there. Abelard. Let's get you behind us so that you can tank. Warp Beast. Okay. Do back. Never mind. Right there, I guess. Ooh, we gotta worry about over penetration there. Six. All right, my lad. Came through, resolve into that. Rid of the Amproba. Alright. Okie dokie. This away. All right. one-shot. The Wild Hunt simultaneously makes several attacks. Alright. There we go.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Oh. Your turn again. Damage down by an attack. Oof. A big smash. Nice. All right. Very nice. Kind of worried that was gonna. Okay. Heinrich. Okay. We need to organize these. That goes next turn. Okay. Oh, Emma. Sorry, buddy. This one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. Did the wrong thing. It's gonna be awkward. Whew. Okay. Oof. Okay. Okay. I like this trap. Very good about it. Get out of here, screamer. Why can't I do that again? Oh, damn. Okay. Very nice. Before. Good job. So many grenades being thrown.
Indeed.
Oh. Fuck. Well, shit.
Victory is imminent.
They're throwing so many blinding grenades, dude.
Genius at work. A wicked thought.
That. Nice. Oh, that guy died.
At your back. Attack the center.
Very nice.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around painted black.
Too good. Adira! Stop it! All you are doing is causing more problems, Adira. Okay. Oh, die. 2 damage. Oh, I should have done that first. Sorry. It exploded. Adira stares at you with crazed eyes while clutching the wound that's on her head. At first, no sound comes out of her moving lips. Then she coughs weakly and whispers, "Lord Captain, is it really you?" Argenta trains her weapon on Adira and watches you closely. Are you alright? Adira removes her hand from her head and tried to wipe away her tears, leaving bloody marks on her face. Then she touches her burnt-out implant, frowning. I don't know. It should be quiet, but in my head the whispering's louder. It shouldn't be like that. This abomination claims that you called her. Is this true? Me? Did I? Yes, Lord Captain. I think it was me who called her. I can barely remember. The voices, my old good whispers, they suddenly turned red, sharp. They started cutting, tearing, ripping me to pieces. I cried out. I called for help, and she came. Adira groans and clutches her head. Damn it, why are the voices making so much noise now? Shut up, shut up! Has anything like this ever happened to you before? Like this? Never. Well, there was something, but it was different. It wasn't as strong or as terrifying. Apparitions appeared. Mechanisms malfunctioned. The crew lost their minds. Adira breaks off. But Lady Von Valancius knew about that. She said it was a small price to pay, an acceptable expense. No psyker is immune to it. But what happened here? It was just a mistake. I won't do it again. Adira stretches her lips in a helpless smile, looking past you. There'll be no more mistakes, Lord Captain. Ardenta grits her teeth. This is not the first time this heretic has caused the death of her crew. Do you remember the incident on the mid-deck, Adira? What did those honest souls ever do to deserve such a fate? To be turned into mutants and attack their own families? You are a monster, a heretic. If you have any humanity left in you, admit what you are. Shut up, Adira moans. Quit your preaching. You're the worst out of everyone here. Sometimes a psyker's first manifestation leads to their death and the deaths of many others. But if a psyker possesses inordinate willpower and discipline, they can stave off their fall for some time. Adira has been alive many years already, a laudable achievement and a stroke of incredibly good fortune. But the forces of the warp will ultimately devour any psyker deprived of the Emperor's protection. The fact that these manifestations are growing more powerful is a clear sign that the end is near. Previous Rogue Trader has been seen on the ship recently. Was that your doing? Yes, Lydia. I did it a couple of times when I'd had too much to drink. At the time, I thought I heard her voice among all the whispers in my head. The voice was so sad, so clear, I couldn't help myself. I answered. I hoped I could reach her there. Adira bites her lip. Ever since she died, since I first heard her voice in my head, the whispers have gotten louder, clearer, harder to resist. You hear the warp whispering in your head and you answered. Are you insane? The warp tricked you. It played upon your feelings. I can understand why, but that is no excuse for what you did. Are you insane? Don't know what it's like. The most important person in your life, who's now gone forever, suddenly starts talking to you inside your head? How could I not try to reach her? I had to. She falls silent for a moment. When she next begins to speak, it is in a barely audible whisper. I know what you're thinking. During the warp jump, when Lady Theodora came out toward us, I kept thinking about that meeting. I keep blaming myself. Why didn't I divine it? Why didn't I stop her killer? These thoughts have been playing at the back of my mind day after day, choking me with guilt. And do you know what? The one on the officer's deck, I don't know what that was. But this time, here, this was the product of my guilt. An accuser straight out of my own mind. So what am I supposed to do with you now? Adira turns sharply to face you. Medea, I know after everything I've done, you have no faith in my willpower or my strength, but I can fix everything. It's just, I'm not at my best, you see, but maybe we can find a way to replace my implants or some other remedy, a better one. Lady Von Valancius said that such a thing could be found, if not here, then elsewhere. I just didn't need it before, but we just need to find it. We need to figure out where to look for it, and we'll get it. And until then, I'll keep myself on a tight leash. What will happen to my crew while we look for this remedy? Adira swallows and straightens. I'll pull myself together, Lord Captain. The death of Lady Von Valancius knocked me for 6. I'll get myself under control. No more booze, no more obscura, nothing. And I'll stop walking around the lower decks. I'll be stone cold sober. She determinedly wipes the tears and blood from her face. Okay. Alright. I want to help you, Adira. We'll think of something. Your worries do not interest me, but as long as you keep yourself under control and remain useful, you will live. I'm not going to kill you, but keeping you in the crew is dangerous. You will be put under guard and escorted from the ship at the first orbital stop we come to. I want to help you. I'll think of something. Adira covers her face with her hands and tries to hold back her sobs. Thank you. Thank you, Medea. I won't let you down. You are making a mistake, Lord Captain. Perhaps you will find something to slow the decline, but it will not stop it. Only a miracle can save Adira to last now. Adira awkwardly shakes out her stained clothing. I think I'd better... With your permission, Lord Captain. She sways, takes a step back, and faints. Lord Captain? The Voxmaster's shaking voice comes over the comm bead. I received a report that the shooting on the lower deck had stopped. I presume you have brought the situation under control? Awaiting further instructions? I got rid of the warp's illusions. It is alive. Bring her to the Chiurgians and have them see to her. Everyone who was on the deck is dead, including the attackers. What happened was entirely the fault of Adira Talas. Dispatch servitors here and put her out through an airlock. I'm sick of her antics. God damn. You can be like, yeah, Adira, I'll help you, and then just throw her out the airlock. Damn, Warhammer. Love it. Brutal. Send her to the Churchins. You hear unconcealed relief in the Voxmaster's voice. Of course, Lord Captain, as you command. Instead of regular symbols and numbers, the screens display slanted script, almost resembling handwriting in an unknown language. Battle Psyker boots. The wearer gains perception bonus dodge at the start of the next turn for each enemy affected by the Psi Power or Psyker Staff attacks, stacks. And then Ward Conductor's gloves. At triggering a psychic phenomenon or peril the warp, the wearer's psi rating is increased by 1 till the end of combat. Wearer gains momentum and temporary wounds equal to their resolve. And will be equipped by an unsanctioned psyker, which is literally only Adira. Exit. Mutant bomber, this one says. They were all fucking mutant bombers, dude. They were all lobbing grenades. God, they have so many grenades. Ooh. It was a very dangerous place to have a firefight in, considering there's a literal explosive right there.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
Okay. Unshow the complete one. Classified information? Argonus. Rotten Twins star system. Odari in distress. Back to the bridge. Manufacturing complex is supporting complete recovery.
You have my complete attention.
Lord Captain. Lord Captain.
Inform me of our imminent meeting. Anything on the Vox Spirits? There's never anything on the Vox Spirits, man. I heard they've got some decent Obscura in the Cove now. Hush, quiet. Don't talk about it like that. Here of all places. By the throne, are you still afraid of the Inquisition coming for you? You're not that important. Afraid or not, it pays to keep such things to yourself. If the Inquisition doesn't get you, one of the senior officers will. I like how they're now just talking about something else instead of the ghost. Adira, you doing okay? When Adira sees you, her lip curves into a smile and she nods at something over your shoulder. Have you recovered from your encounter with the false Theodora?
I'm not going to lie. I haven't. Maybe I never will. But I'm not hearing random voices anymore. And I haven't been calling anyone from the other side. No. All that's done with. After what you did for me, I can't let you down again.
Adira smiles softly, almost piteously. Very well, Adira. We'll hope for the best.
Yes, ma'am, Lord Captain. We will. Of course. Always at your service.
Got some nice T-posing servitors over there. Favorite.
Be on this, sire.
May the Exalted One...
Alright. Oh yeah, forgot that I was going over here. Alright. This place has adamantine, and I want to get my hands on it. And then I have a lot more resources. Auger's Anomaly. Remember what that was. Oh, that was this place. Got like some blessing of something or other. Oh, gives me the opportunity to level up Adira. Okay. Always get that. Okay. Mind Rupture. Rain Blast. Okay, you've got that. All allies that are currently affected by any of the sucker's powers gain the perfect timing effect. When an ally under the effect dodges or parries an attack, if This ally has a weapon capable of reaching the attacker and has an attack that costs 1 or less AP that make weapon and the perfect time effect ends. Precognition. Once per round, the Psyker's next turn is moved up by two turns in the round initiative sequence. This ability may allow the Psyker to have 2 turns. Psychic Assault. Everyone within a 7-cell cone in front of the Psyker suffers psychic shriek damage and is forced to make a willpower. All who fail are stunned until their next turn. At any time until the end of combat, the target of Mind Bond makes perception using either theirs or the Psyker's stats, whichever is higher at the moment. I should showed us the thing. Alright. We don't need to be here. I've already been here. But at least we got adamantine. Hello, company master. How you doing? I have forgotten how to do the thing. Unsafe. Okay, so from there, we've got there and there. And then there. The bridge is thrumming with the sound of endless officer reports, the hum of ancient mechanisms, and the buzz of servo engines. Among the usual servants bustling to and fro, the Lord Captain notices a flash of flame-red hair. There goes the game. The game goes well. Do we know anyone with flame-red hair? Who the fuck? Oh, it's a bridge encounter. I'm like, whomst? Someone new. Or not? Maybe I'm just forgetting something. Got a ginger on board. I wonder if gingers in this setting are like more prone to demonic possession. Oh. You have flame red hair. I never realized. Hello, Irlet. Ah, you have an answer now. You posed a question to me not long ago, Elantak, and now I am here to present you with my answer. With fluid grace, Irlet emerges from the shadows of the captain's bridge. Her face seems to glow under the lumen light, her expression slightly more pensive than usual. Yeah, that's red hair. I never noticed that. Alright, I'm blind. You have my complete attention. Then listen closely to my answer, Elantak. You may struggle to comprehend what is to be said, being accustomed to reveling in your own might and skewing the world to suit yourself. Pitch your understanding not toward my words, but the sense that lies hidden in the shade of their sounds. Irlet half closes her eyes, her words unfurling slowly and methodically. Alright, I am listening to your mouth sounds. You tried to split the world into pieces, to fragment it into light and dark, truth and lies, self and other. But I see the world as a single whole, and in this lies its simplicity and complexity. It is not enough simply to see the world and hear its voices. You must understand it. Okay. Abandon classification. Got it. Think of the Lathan, the world on which our paths crossed. What is it truly? What is its essence? Lathan's magnificence comes not from the green of its vast forests or from the depths of its waters. Its beauty is in the word, in the way it dances on the tongue, and even you, Elantak, can sense it. Try. Say the word, slowly, delicately, casting aside all stray thoughts. Feel. Perhaps then you will see. Lelathan, close your eyes, empty your mind, and speak the word Lelathan. Thank you, but no. Is that all you wanted to say to me? Damn. Close your eyes, empty your mind. Speak the word. Empty my mind. No thoughts. Head empty. Only Lelathan. The world around you fades, and your perception instantly narrows, coming to a single point of focus on the tip of your tongue. Le. Your tongue delicately tickles the roof of your mouth, and the sound slips along your throat with incredible silkiness, warming as it goes like a sip of fresh recaf. Lay. The tip of your tongue touches the same place again, and air softly rushes from your chest. The sound like this susurration of leaves, and the wind weaves through a forest canopy. Then, your tongue taps your front teeth, and a gentle vibration spreads through your body, sending a shiver along your spine. Alright, what the fuck does susurration mean? To Google. Oh. My browser froze as I tabbed out. Hold on. There we go. I have now opened like 5 tabs. There we go. Susurration.
Susurration.
Susurration. Whispering, murmuring, or rustling. The susurration of the river. Ah. I see. I have a little notification on Twitch. What is this? Gift sub expired. Oh no. The sound like the susurration of leaves. Guarded interest gleams in Iralet's eyes when your gaze meets again. I think I'm beginning to understand. If your words are sincere, Elantak, then you are capable of seeing more than you do now. Instead of the lifeless clamor of monstrous mechanisms, the roar of engines, and the discordant voices of your followers, I hear and attend to silence. It arises in moments of spiritual serenity, and in that stillness we become witnesses to the transformations of our own inner world. Blanquet lives pass so swiftly. You rush through them for the sake of a chosen goal, but thoughts of transience and loss frighten you, and so you drive such thoughts away and drown yourselves in the daily tumult. But it is from fleeting moments, which enter our lives and quickly vanish from them, that the soul's fortress grows. A moment's blooming, an hour's wilting. The splendor of each lies in its ephemerality. So, too, the memories of those who have left our side and no longer walk the path with us. And in you, Elantak, I see much more than just another monkey. Your true essence lies in your will, which is capable of changing the world around you and within you. It lies in your ability to create and to understand your creation, and in your ability to destroy. It lies in what your kin's minds cannot grasp, what their primitive sight cannot behold. But I can see it. Paying me compliments now, so you are attracted to me. No, she's ace. No. Don't hit on the ace person, especially when she's expressed a lack of interest. I never expected to hear you say such things in reference to me. I am but speaking the truth, Elantak. However, I ask you not to make the mistake typical of your kind. My words contain no insinuation nor any call for you to act. Your soul shines brightly in this world. I see you. This will never change. That is all. Thank you for telling me how you see the world. And what do you make of it, Elantak? How differently do you see the world? I also see something greater in the world around me, something deeper than the outer guise of things. In this world of endless war and peril, I see only one beacon of hope, and that is the God Emperor. I try to turn my attention to that which delights my ears and my eyes. Music, art, wealth, and power, of course. Foolish question. The world belongs to humanity. I believe I'm tired of this. I also see something greater in the world around me. Something deeper than the outer guise of things. And what does that mean? Yurlet asks, with all her attention focused on your words. I find I am especially drawn to imperfection and destruction. I see the suffering of those around me, and it compels me to act. I see the uniqueness of every creature, everything, and it pleases me. The world is full of random occurrences. I recognize this and surrender myself to the course of fate. Like it's both one of these. I see the suffering of those around me, and it compels me to act. I see the uniqueness of every creature, everything, and it pleases me. I see the suffering of those around me, and it compels me to act. If you speak of our soul's ability to overcome hardship, the experience of suffering does indeed become a symbol of our abiding strength and inner growth, and it gives hope that we can overcome life's trials. Yurlet says nothing for a time, silently watching you from under her half-lowered lids. Now that we have each shared our truth about this world, I would like to know if your thoughts about me align with those of your kin, Elantak, or if you see me differently. I see you as an intelligent and highly dangerous being, an ally at present. To me, you are a foreign yet beguiling world, Yurlet. I hope that one day I will come to know you, and on that day, my own world will become much deeper. Your appeal is unusual. It springs from within, evoking disquiet, and a craving to know what is hidden from my eyes. You're beautiful and alluring. I like you. Don't worry, I'm not attracted to you in any sense of the word. I try not to think about you at all, and I will order my crew to do the same. See, like, all of these sound, well, except for the first one. 2, 3, and 4 all sound mildly flirtatious, which I know she doesn't want me to say. Particularly that one. I mean, we can always save scum. If it self-destructs. I want to understand things. Goes still and looks at you intently as if seeing you for the first time. So listen, I said, to me you are a foreign yet beguiling world, Irlet. I hope that one day I will come to know you, and on that day my own world will become much deeper. Irlet goes still and looks at you intently as if seeing you for the first time. Seems there are many facets of your soul that I have not considered, Elantak. Interesting. I accept your answer and thank you for speaking with me. This is the first conversation on board this vessel that has truly brought serenity and joy to my soul. She liked this. She liked our conversation. Any rumors? Never any rumors. Rumors do not exist. Okay. Let's make this one safe. Swoosh. But Captain, keep receiving reports about malfunctions among the various ship systems. This time we are dealing with inexplicable temperature fluctuations. Thermal control failures were observed not only in individual compartments, but even in the soldiers' protective equipment. Several crew members have suffered from burns and frostbite. The tech priests are performing the rites of machine spirit pacification and remain convinced that the issues were caused by the spirit's obstinacy and defiance. The reports claim the incidents remain well within the scope of expected performance parameters. I lost my place for a second. Over the last few days, complaints about the malfunctioning thermal controls have dwindled, but the crew members have started whispering that our vessel is haunted. The tech priest's assurances that only the machine spirit's tempers are to blame are doing nothing to dissuade these ridiculous rumors. Alright. Next place. Pulvis Platinum. Bridge? Why are we going to the bridge? What is this? Where are we? What happened? Bedroom. What the fuck? Genusian Lacerix. A pungent animal scent hits your nose. A huge predator materializing out of nowhere in the middle of your chambers studies you with its unblinking gaze. Cautiously look around. You see nothing to indicate where this strange new marvel has come from. The animal tracks your every move. Something about you seems to have captured his attention. You think you may have an idea what. Here's a good pet. The beast tentatively flexes its tail. Sit there, Sirocco, and be a good girl. Oh, have you two already met, Shireen? Is this some perverse attempt to kill me? Is this your pet? I want one for my... What's going on? I'm giving you a gift, Shireen. Isn't it obvious? Should I put a ribbon around her? Generous hearts do not hide their feelings, but shower their nearest and dearest with gifts. I won't deny it. Choosing a gift worthy of the Rogue Trader wasn't easy, but I tried my best. Do you like her? Why would you give me a Lacerax? Can you think of a better pet for the Rogue Trader? Laceraxes are fearsome, strong, and proud creatures, just like you. You will strike awe into the hearts of your guests when they see you have tamed so wild and dangerous a creature, and if anyone ever misbehaves, you can always feed them to the Lacerax. And it will be most impressive. Admit it, it's a magnificent accessory. Where did you get her? I hired hunters to catch me a suitable beast in the jungles of Janus. She cost me 7 times what she weighs, but the Exalted One does not send us friends so that we can be stingy with our affections, does he? Is he house-trained? She is a fast learner. Jay is suddenly cagey. I have already taught her a command. Don't eat. What's her name? I like the name Sirocco. It is the name of a deadly wind that originates in the hottest deserts of Erit. But you are her owner, so you should name her. When I look into her eyes, I see death there. So that's what I will call her. Death. She's no Sirocco, she's beauty. Alright, shall we give her a name that is meaningful to my dynasty, Dargona? Laceraxes are dangerous. They hardly sleep, and they have a nasty temper. That reminds me of someone. I'll call her Revora. Who the fuck is Revora? Sirocco it is. Excellent. A proud animal deserves a proud name. Knowledgeable people will hear the name and feel even greater respect for the one who has leashed this force of nature. Thank you for the gift. I knew you would approve, Shireen. She claps her hands loudly, and the animal whips around at the noise with predatory interest. I think she will be shown off to her best advantage next to your throne. I love it. Got a pet. Fuck yeah. I was about to ask, is it going to be this throne or another one? Have I gotten any more trophies? I have a plant. I have a house plant. A fascinating, delicately smelling flower from the agriworld Janus is but one symbol of the rescue of the planet from the clutches of chaos worshippers. Very nice. Your ladyship? Oh. Sirocco! Strut the Lacerax. Got like 6 legs. 2 tails. It's kind of a displacer beast. Kinda. I gotta see if Jay has anything new to say. We've received preliminary findings on the recent incidents.
May the Exalted One protect... Oh,
Protect. Oh. What sound like she just said. Alright. J. Hidari. She's so nice. She got me a gift of a big ass predatory animal. Okay, so we can go from there to there. Let us see what is here. Fulvus Platinum. Space dust. Gutted void ship. Space dust, space dust. Like we're in a protoplanetary disk. Lord Captain, the Vox systems intercepted a distress signal coming... Oh, wait. This isn't the Vox Master. Lord Captain, the Vox systems intercepted a distress signal coming from an Imperial vessel. The system contains a ship that belongs to the planetary fleet of Dargonus, the capital of Von Valancius dynasty. The transmission is repeated at regular intervals, but the message itself is corrupted. A cacophony of requests for help, groans, and shouts. What in the world? It is your name that they are shouting, Lord Captain. That's spooky. Space dust. Even more space dust. Scan. Last steel. 4 of it. Oh yeah, I'm taking that. All the fuel. Gutted void chip. Alright, so this is obviously a trap. Added to the worlds of the expanse. The fleet is not aware. We'll bring Adira with that. Then we can test out her new abilities. Just making sure it's still like not there. Expensive 5 Promethium. Oh, that's there. 100 Dreams Crossing or the Chronic. Okay. Oh.
Curiosity sinks in my veins.
This person's body is covered in unpleasant looking growths, scabs, and ulcers. They look like fresh mutations. The sweetish smell coming from the dead body seems odd, and the blood has an unusual hue to it. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. Send it there. Why is there just... Why is someone splooge there? Oh.
What?
Okay. 70, 69. Looks like that's the optimal. 79. These spitter ones. Beauty spitter, mutated. Get the spitters. Damn. Aw, 2 HP. Come on. Right. Oof. Spontaneous mutation. What you doing? Stop mutating. Right. I'm gonna get there. Nice. 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 Mutated again, though. That's nice. Aww.
I'm a navigator, not
Video check.
Worth without deeds is worthless. I'll do it.
All right. More down. They're all just spontaneously mutated, man. Rude. Uh-oh. Diva. I don't know whether those succeed or not. Okay. Zoom.
High momentum.
Awkward.
I will do my duty. Tried and tested tactics of the battle.
Ah. Whoops. That is not what I wanted. Oh, that didn't provoke.
In the name of House Olserio, I shall prevail.
It will be done.
Yeah, I can't place.
Follow me.
That dude's fucking dead.
Victory is
One more attack in if I hadn't done that. That on ya. You. Uh-oh. fight each other. Yes. Seems as though those are like random.
Me?
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Nice.
Doubt is
That
for the weak.
slaughter. And again.
I'll do it.
That's how it's not being threatened.
But what?
Right.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
To do that.
A genius at work.
Ooh. Nice. Do it.
Isn't this a job?
Right. Chain axe. Mars pattern. Special attack that inflicts beating. Neat. Project's machine spirit stays silent in an attempt to reach the dead systems of the destroyed ship.
Patience? My nerves are frayed.
Just got noticed. Don't see it. Whatever it was, I don't see it. God Emperor deliver us. Books and items of luxury, the legality of some of them is questionable, but the Navis Nobilite often turns a blind eye to such diversions. Oh. Distraction Cape. This cape lowers all enemies' perception by wearer's fellowship bonus in a 5-cell radius. Staff of House Cassini. Navigator. All allies targeted by the Navigator powers gain plus Navigator's perception bonus divided by 2 additional MP on their next turn. Infusing 7. Allies targeted by the Navigator's power gain a plus 7 bonus to all of their characteristics until the end of the Navigator's next turn. This bonus stacks and is prolonged until the Navigator's next turn every time it stacks. Plus 5 willpower, plus 10%. Okay.
Ah, one step at a time, amidst the madness.
Oh, that's spooky. We are going to end it here for today, because it is a little bit past 8:30. So,